Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's episode of Shape Unplugged. I'm your host, Stephanie Morris, CEO of Shape America, and today I am super excited because I am getting to interview for the first time ever on Shape Unplugged a student and her family and an awesome teacher that she had for physical education last year. So without further ado, let me please introduce Angela Stark, who joins us. She currently serves as the school health coordinator for the Kentucky Department of Education. But last year, she taught at the School for Creative and Performing Arts in Lexington, Kentucky, where one of her amazing students was Reese Owens. And so the Owens family is also joining us today. Thank you so much to Reese and her mom for being part of the show today at Shape America. Hi, everybody. And how has your summer been?
It was good. It went too quick. It was fun. There was a lot of new stuff that we did, so I had a good time.
Glad to hear it. And Ms. Stark, how was your summer?
My summer was awesome too. We did a lot of health and mind stuff actually in our state, so it was really fun advocating with others and learning and growing together and spending time with family. So it was awesome.
That's wonderful. And yeah, you really did. I got to participate in one of your Health Moves Minds efforts there in Kentucky this past summer, and it was amazing. You were an incredible leader in helping pull it together. But I digress. Absolutely. So today we're here to talk a little bit with Reese and Ms. Stark, her former teacher, about their experience with the Health Moves Minds program. And to sort of lead this conversation off, I would love to hear a little bit from you, Ms. Stark, about what that program looks like in your school.
Okay, well, we started with the curriculum. You know, I did it over several weeks, and even when I finished doing all the lessons, we kept doing the tools that the students learned, the mindfulness, the better breathing, the muscle relaxation. We kept doing that stuff at the end of class and sometimes before class, depending on what we needed that day. And then we also did, when we did our big event, we did kindness spirit week. And so we had, each day had a theme, and it just was great feeling like we were creating a culture of kindness in our building. And then we had the fundraising element. That was awesome too, because we were all coming together to raise money for our school. And this last year, we also did the charity option. So we raised part of our funds went back to Nourish Lexington, which feeds the homeless in Lexington. So we also got to give back in our community. So we just did all of it, and we love it. I can't wait for our next event.
That is wonderful and awesome. And what an incredible cause to raise money for, right? Food security for your local community. So well done. And thank you for sharing. And that's amazing. And Reese, I would love to hear a little bit about what the experience was like for you. What did you think about some of those Health Moves Minds lessons, and maybe what was your favorite part?
It was good. And honestly, being in her classroom, especially, it gave me like a break because school was very stressful, and doing Health Moves Mind with her, especially, it was just like a breath of fresh air. It was okay, I can like relax, kind of let my guard down, and doing the mindful minutes every day after class and before class, it was like I almost felt rejuvenated, like I had just walked to the ocean or been to the beach, because it was just, like I said, it was easy and fun.
That is so awesome, Reese. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I hope you don't mind, but I heard about one example where you came to Ms. Stark and asked to do one of the lessons from Health Moves Minds. Can you tell us a little bit about what you remember in that moment?
Yeah, so when we got back to school and all the new protocols were being followed, and it was very stressful. As a student who worries a lot about grades and about stuff that's happening in the world and germs, and just everything, I asked Miss Stark, I was like, is it okay if we do mindful minute almost once a day? And she was like, I think that's a great idea. And so me and my best friend, we would be like, okay, all right, we just like, we looked forward to her class so much, and it was good.
It sounds awesome. And I'm so proud of you for being an advocate for yourself and your friends, and realizing that you were in a stressful environment. There was a lot to manage because everyone was worried about COVID, right? And so everyone was being extra strict with their personal space and masking and all that stuff. And so that you were an advocate for yourself, and that you could go to Ms. Stark, this teacher that you trusted and had such a great experience with, to ask for those moments and those opportunities to regroup and to check in with your emotions is so powerful and amazing. You're incredible. So well done. And thank you so much for sharing that story with us too.
Of course, thank you.
Yeah. And can I ask your mom how she felt about you kind of moving through this program and having Miss Stark and being part of Health Moves Minds?
Hi, I'm Reese's mom. Well, first of all, when Reese started going to SCAPA, one of the biggest and most exciting parts about SCAPA for our family is Angela Stark and what she has brought to the school. I mean, she is just incredible in all ways, from SCAPA gardening to, you know, I was talking to her earlier today, but like from the bike-a-thon to the jog-a-thon to the move-a-thon to, she's just always thinking ahead and thinking about all of her students. So when we, as an Owens family, it was time for my children to go back to school last year, it was very stressful. And I know that, you know, the entire world was going through, you know, the different emotions, like you said, with masks and different mandates. And, you know, Reese was really, really nervous. She was already kind of a germophobic pre-pandemic. So this heightened her to an extreme level. And, you know, Angela and her mindfulness through Health Moves Minds for sure is what helped her stay grounded. And that's kind of an understatement. I mean, she would look forward every single day. Like she said, she would ask for it. If Angela wasn't, you know, thinking about doing it that day, she would ask for it, you know. And also not only with the COVID stress, but, you know, they're in a highly competitive school. I mean, you get into SCAPA. It's not your neighborhood school. This is where you try out, you have an audition, you have an essay. And so all of the kids there are, you know, I don't want to oversell, but all of the kids there have a lot of stress to perform. And I think that, you know, taking that into consideration, Angela with Health Moves Minds has done a wonderful job of helping those kids stay balanced.
That is so insightful. And I have so much appreciation as a parent myself for everything that you just said. And thank you so much for sharing all of that. So I guess the obvious answer is you're probably pretty excited to participate in this program again this year, Reese, right? But can you share with us a little bit about what you would tell your friends who may not know about the program, about why they should participate in Health Moves Minds? What would you say to your friend about why they should do this?
Oh, okay. Let's see. I would just explain to them that it was something to take your mind off of stress and anxiety, and it really helped channel your inner feelings and like figure out a way to like describe them and like say them without making you sound stupid. And it was also just fun, like all the different marathons, jogathons, everything. It was something you could look forward to. I remember actually we did one for my birthday, and I was so excited because I got to do that and it was my birthday. So I had like a double something to do. And so it was lots of fun. So for anybody who hasn't done it, it's just fun and easy.
I love that, because fun is such an important piece of this, right? Physical education should be fun. And I love that Health Moves Minds was such a fun program for you. And that you got a double whammy, that you got to do it on your birthday. I mean, wow, that's just awesome. And I'm so excited for you that that happened. I hope that happens again for you this year. So to those listening who might be feeling really inspired and curious about what Health Moves Minds is all about, Ms. Stark, what would you encourage them to think about? What advice would you have for them if they're considering doing Health Moves Minds, to all the teachers out there?
My advice is give it a shot, because you're already teaching these elements. It just puts more of a focus on our emotions and these tools. And the fundraising element is the easiest fundraiser ever, and you can make it yours. And like we said, last year we did Movathon, the year before we did Jogathon, you're gonna do Jumpathon, like, so it's just easy. It's I promise you, it's not one more thing to do. It's something that is just so impactful for your students and so easy to implement. Just give it a shot. You'll never know till you try.
Those are great words of wisdom and advice. And so I hope everybody listening will take that advice and give it a shot this next year. And you can learn more at healthmovesminds.org or at our website, shapeamerica.org. And I'm going to turn it over to Reese for any last words for those listening today. Reese, thank you again so very much for being a very special guest, our first ever student guest on Shape Unplugged today. Any last words you want to share with the thousands of physical education, health education teachers listening right now?
Fun. It's fun experience. And also, thanks for having me.
Perfect. I love it. Reese, thank you so much. Thanks to your mom. Thanks to the entire Owens family for giving us some of your time. I know how precious it is as a mom. I know Ms. Stark understands that too. And Ms. Stark, thank you so much also for being a guest on the show and sharing a little bit about your experience and some advice. So
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. To all of our listeners, thank you for tuning in today. I hope that you found this incredibly interesting and valuable, and I hope you tune in again next time as well. Thanks so much.